listen up.
So I'm gonna do this video because I just did the video and I got fucking screwed because something got in the mic and fucked everything up, and so I got to redo the video. So I might as well. So here's a synopsis of who I am, technically speaking, so that you're not without information. Okay. I haven't worked out today. I haven't worked out in almost 2 days. I'd say a day and 3/4, because a couple days ago I did do about 14, 15, 16 sets of something, or I'm sorry, repetitions, and probably about five sets, 4 or 5 sets. But I felt great to take a break again. I mean, in the last 2 weeks I may have taken 3 days off, which is totally weird for me, but you know what? Because I don't sleep well, it really did me good. And even though I haven't seen a lot of, respectable visual differences, it's good that I could do that, because then I end up sleeping really good. And when I sleep really good, rest is super important. I mean, anybody will tell you that. So what happened was, guys, in my life, I started out a gambler in Las Vegas in 1986. It took me 3 years. I spent about $60,000 just trying to learn how to play blackjack to where I could be good at it. I didn't think I was necessarily going to succeed, but I was always good at I don't know, not math, but somehow I natural numerologist without being good at math. I don't know if that makes any sense, but so I think it's more of an intuition thing, like I know when a lot of times bad things are going to happen, and like before an earthquake I can feel something ain't right. So my intuition is super good, and I just wanted to let everyone know that it took me a long time to make money, and I did get $50,000 from my sister. My parents were broke, so when they died, I didn't get no money from my parents. My sister was a hard worker, and she made a couple $1,000,000 on her own, and she gave me $50,000. It made me $100,000. But the trust that she opened for me in 1980 something was great, because it was a bank I couldn't pull money back out of, and she set me up with some IRA and everything, so she was the best sister ever. And so when I gambled and I finally got good at it, probably around 1990, I started getting super good at gambling. I just kept it on, but I kept it below IRS levels. It didn't matter. It took me 18 years to make almost $900,000 or something like that. But in the meantime, what happened was, and that's a lot of time for a professional to be patient, and many times I had over $12,000 in less than an hour, and I fucking didn't do shit but lose it again. So, I mean, even professionals lose when they're just, maybe I drank or somebody put some Visine in my drink and I can't use my head right. And that's what happens when you go into a casino. Don't drink out of the fucking casino. That's the number one rule. If you do, you're going to notice you're going to get tired for no reason and all kinds of shit. They use every kind of trick in the book to see if they can get rid of you. I mean, even after you make $2,500, sometimes they're wanting to get rid of you real quick because they can see how good you are. So anyway, so I just want people to know, I'm going to try to keep this a little more concise. I'm a professional gambler. Now I'm a calisthenics guy, and I was always in shape up until my 30s. But past that, I started getting back issues, and I took morphine for so many years. The long story short is, I'm past it all. I'm 60 now, but I am past all that stupid shit. No more, meth, no more morphine, and plus, I ain't gonna lie. When I did meth, I was only trying to get close to a woman by doing it. Like, I didn't really like meth. I was just like doing it because I was getting close to this woman. And then I realized, you know what? She's a fucking drug addict. Doesn't matter if she looks good now. She's not going to look good in a year or two. And I was right, So, anyway, I learned a lot of lessons. I hope you guys learn a lot of lessons on my channel. I hope you go through my whole shoulder series. I'm going to do a workout today and try to post it. It's just going to be an arm workout. I'm not going to do any special arm routine workout series or anything until maybe later in the year or something. But right now I'm just going to back away from doing any series because that took a lot of effort to show you a 10-step series on how to cut up and get shoulders. This isn't about just size or anything. I'm an anatomy orientationalist. It's a self-description. That means I'm all about symmetry. I don't want to be out fucking surfing if I don't look the part. I don't surf, but I do body surf. Pun intended. No, I like body surfing because it forces you to swim more. Of course, I'd like to jump up on a board and surf like a normal surfer, and maybe I will one day. And there's a lot of things maybe I'll do one day. But my estimation on some of the things that happened to me and me getting ripped off has to do with my original trust, who didn't want to pay bills out of state with my money. So they convinced me, I have some mental disability. I used to be depressed. I'm not anymore, but I don't take medicine of any kind. Psych drugs fuck me up too. Psych drugs are probably more responsible for fucking my body up than any of the morphine. I'm just telling you right now. Anyone who's taking psych drugs better think twice. It's going to turn you into a fucking endocrine breakdown system, okay? So that's what I want people to know. If you're taking drugs from a fucking mental health institution, all they want you to do is vote Democrat and fucking die, okay? They just want you to rotate out of the system. So they give you all these drugs. Don't do it. If you have any mental cognitive capabilities and logic, you can figure out what you can do about your mental state. Mine, I just need to talk to somebody once in a while, anyone, and just try to focus on being normal all the time. That way, my body can start to look better all the time too. I haven't worked out today, but I'm gonna. I just want you to know, I am only surviving off my Social Security money right now. I have a house, but, honestly, I don't have any electricity, no fucking plumbing, water, nothing. Because if I was to pay for all that shit, I wouldn't have any money to eat, yo. So, but I'm good. I'm rough. When IRS took my money for 3 years, I was homeless for 3 years. Yes, I had a Social Security check, but it was, and it was in some ways better than the homeless. But to be quite honest, the homeless people would brag about ripping people off and handing, putting those signs out in the road, and they could brag about making $1,000 a day just sitting in the road with a sign that says, could use help or whatever, And so I would say 40% of the homeless are just complete dirtbags. Don't trust them for shit. They're just carrot followers too. They'll take any free handouts you can give them, and they're lazy bumps. Now, 60% of them are, very good people, and that's just my opinion. That's just my percentage number opinion about them. I am from St. Louis. I got really good with the gift of gab, talking to people on the streets. And, when I was growing up, I really didn't have shit anyway, even though we had a pretty damn good family. It was 10 kids. So, no kids got anything, no perks. So, one of my brothers had to go to my grandpa to get a fucking new car when he was 17 or 18. My sisters did the same thing with my grandpa, or maybe my dad bought it, I don't know, but he ended up filing Chapter 13. They were broke. When they died, they didn't give me nothing. I didn't have nothing. My sister hooked me up. My favorite sister hooked me up, you know, with 50 grand. It made 100 grand. Now I have this special bank I can put my gambling money into, and that's me, guys. All right, we're done here. I just want to make that perfectly clear. So if you see me outside a lot, it's not because I'm homeless. It's because I like the outdoors. And today I'm going to do an arm workout, so I'll post that a little later. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for giving me likes, though, guys. My heart goes out to you for giving me likes. I love that shit. When I see one like on my shit, I know it's just my like. and that's okay, because every YouTuber gives themselves a fucking like. And if they don't, they're full of shit. You know? So anyway, guys, peace out.